professors and Nicole especially. This was Nicole's fourth speech in her evolution as a powerful communicator. The fourth speech focuses on the power of language and how the words that we choose, how we combine them into beautiful sentences, wonderful paragraphs, and a beautiful story really can convey an emotion, tell us a story, move us to action. And I believe that Nicole did that quite beautifully today. She started out with this large picture, the continent of Africa. She brought us down to the expanse of the Sahara Desert and then to the Tuareg people, that camel line bringing them through the Sahara Desert. You started big. She brought us and focused our attention to the small, to the people, and then the effects that colonization had on them. You were there, right? That was beautifully and expertly done, and I so appreciate that. She then took that as a theme to my ears and carried that throughout her speech. She went from big, the continent of Africa, to small, the people of the Sahara. Brought it out again to big, how we as citizens of the earth can affect change. How someone, through an idea to re-empower people and have them through the value of what they can produce with their own hands, can uplift themselves as well again. Brought it out again to the big. And then showed us how, with a simple piece of jewelry, again, back to the small, change can be made. Were you guys able to follow that? Wasn't that beautiful? Not only was she able to paint this vast picture for us and guide us through this journey, she did it with these beautifully structured sentences. Absolutely gorgeous. That really helped get us there, that really helped communicate this idea. And I truly, truly appreciate you doing that and taking the effort to do that, for so carefully crafting a cohesive, not an input, story, but a cohesive one. Thank you. Rooms for improvement. I would like you to consider ways to be more comfortable with your voice and with your words. You crafted such a beautiful string of sentences to tell your story, but at certain parts you were so worried maybe about delivering them as perfectly as you had crafted them that you sound a little halting. You weren't sure how to go to the next thing. You gave us a sentence and then at certain points moved on to the next sentence instead of giving us the grand sweep of the entire paragraph that you were speaking of at that moment. Does that make sense? In contrast, when she was talking about the jewelry, it was beautiful and smooth, just as eloquent, but you weren't tied to those precious sentences. I hope that makes sense to you. If not, let me know later. Also, you left time on the table. You were given 5 to 7 minutes, and you left some time on the table. I would have liked to have gone back to the small and hear a story or two of how individual people were affected by this wonderful change, how they were able to maybe change their lives or change the lives of their community by being able to sell at stores like 10,000 Villages, etc. So in the end, you used a wonderful, wonderful way of storytelling, and you used these metaphors. You talked about the lifeline, the fish line, self-sufficiency, and you drew that story for us so beautifully, and I'm really glad to have been able to hear it and then also to give you some feedback on it. Thank you, Nicole.